What is going on, world? What's up, YouTube? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing us a brand new episode of the 8 Below Show. Welcome everyone to 8 Below, the best gaming related show here on YouTube. And I'm super excited about our episode here tonight. We have a ton of stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. A game that looks absolutely incredible, and I'm really excited to play it when it launches later in September, is Marvel's Avengers, guys. This is a game that looks like it could be really unique to that comic book type style video game. And most recently in my memory is, of course, Spider-Man. Playing that game was a lot of fun, but I want to talk about Marvel's Avengers and everything that we know so far about this game, because it looks like being able to play the different characters is going to be something pretty special. So let's talk about it. In an article, guys, that was written by Samuel Roberts and Morgan Park of PC Gamer, Marvel's Avengers has been a long time coming. 2 years after originally announced, Square Enix finally unveiled it at E3 2019. The developers at Crystal Dynamics, better known for Tomb Raider, will be tackling this particular superhero spin-off. Marvel's Avengers won't fit in with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Instead, Crystal Dynamics is telling a story that begins on celebratory A-Day and branches off with the usual explosions and collateral damage. Crystal Dynamics' take on Marvel is a third-person action-adventure game with QTEs and a smattering of RPG elements. So, when is the game coming out? So Square Enix originally announced a May 2020 date for Marvel's Avengers. It has since been delayed until September 4th, 2020 for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Google Stadia. Now, what I will say about this, guys, is I'm really glad that this is a game that's coming on to PC, PS4, Xbox One, as well as Google Stadia. It's not going to be like Spider-Man that only came out on the PlayStation 4. So I'm excited about that. The other thing I'll say, guys, is that just another example of a AAA title that's been delayed. Like, it's almost like every single game that is a AAA title has been delayed at this point, and it just feels like this is becoming more of a recurring thing. And I've said this on multiple occasions. I think it's a real problem for the industry, and I really feel that it needs to be addressed at some point or another. So, obviously, guys, there's been a lot of course, like official reveal trailers and gameplay demos of the game, and just a lot of footage has been shown for the game, and what we've seen so far looks pretty awesome. Now, a couple of really cool things. Marvel's Avengers is going to have single player and 4-player co-op, so this sounds like more of a full package deal. Not only are you going to be able to play a single player experience, but you're also going to be able to do co-op. So from what we gather from Square's press release, Marvel's Avengers will have separate missions designed for single player and co-op. There will also be an extensive multiplayer component. Master extraordinary abilities, customize a growing roster of heroes, assemble into teams of up to 4 players, and defend the Earth from escalating threats, the press release reads. Featuring regular content updates, the game will take players on an epic journey delivered over multiple years. This is what's next for the Avengers. This makes us think it's probably going to be a Destiny-ish game with a lot of repeat play, but we'll know more about this leading up to release. It's interesting they brought up Destiny, but I feel like, I love that there's going to be a multiplayer component to this. I love that there's going to be co-op. I think that's going to be absolutely incredible. Playing this game with your friends, being able to take, the helm of some of these, iconic superheroes that we've grown to love from the cinematic universe. That being said, this actually kind of, I'm actually envisioning in my mind with certain characters, almost like a Control. The game Control, guys, really felt having different abilities and things of that nature in that game, and it was a single player experience, but I can see some of those things translating to something like the Avengers. And so Avengers, I think, guys, is going to be kind of maybe take some from Destiny, might take some stuff from Control, and maybe some other games, and it'll be kind of its own thing, but I'm really excited about this. This is something that makes me really excited that it's not just a single-player experience. This is going to be something that we can experience for a long time, that be through co-op, through multiplayer, or playing the campaign campaign multiple times through. So Crystal Dynamics, creators of Tomb Raider, with Eidos Montreal, creators of the last two Deus Ex games, Crystal Northwest and Nexus Software, considering the game has big plans for post-launch content and multiplayer, it makes sense that so many hands are on deck to make Avengers work. And a lot of that, guys, is a good thing, that you've got all these different, studios that are working on it, but when there's a lot of hands on a project, sometimes that isn't necessarily always a positive thing. Sometimes you can start seeing flaws within certain elements because, multiple hands are on it, right? There's not as much creative control for one studio or one developer. And that's one thing you just have to think about. Now, I think one thing that we're really excited about is that this is, of course, Marvel characters, but it's not necessarily in the MCU. So we've known for years that Marvel's The Avengers would have a unique story disconnected from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now we know what that story will look like. Marvel's Avengers begins during A-Day, a celebratory day for the Avengers coinciding with the unveiling of their new headquarters and helicarrier. After a tragedy resulting in death and destruction, the Avengers are blamed for the incident. 5 years later, with all superheroes outlawed and the world in peril, the only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. And then Marvel made a big song and dance of the talent involved with the development of the Avengers game back in 2018 and cemented the point about a completely new and original story. That's when it was revealed that Sean Escape, who worked on Uncharted and The Last of Us games at Naughty Dog, will be the game's creative director, and that's pretty exciting. So what kind of game is this going to be, guys? At the end of the day, I think, like I was saying with the campaign, what I'm really excited about with this game is it's going to be its own thing. It's going to be separate from the MCU. They're kind of course, the same characters, but, different voice actors and things of that nature that are, kind of taking it a different direction. I mean, if you think about it, the MCU, as far as the Avengers, that story as a whole, after Endgame, pretty much is over, right? Now, obviously, they're making a Black Widow. They're making other movies within the MCU, but I love that they're not just trying to kind of cash out on some of the, obviously the nostalgia and all of just kind of taking the story right from Endgame and from the Avengers, of course, in the MCU. So I think it's really cool that it's going to be its own thing. And I think that's important for us to, kind of talk about, guys. So after the E3 2019 reveal, we have a good idea of what kind of game Marvel's Avengers will be. A continuously single-player and co-op third-person action-adventure game with what sound like a few RPG elements. You can master extraordinary abilities, customize your heroes to fit your playstyle, and combine powers. After all, which all sound kind of RPG-ish. We also know that you can unlock powerful skills and new gear to build your ideal version of Earth's mightiest heroes. Mention is also made of an ever-expanding world under constant threat. Could this be another entry on the growing list of living games? We'll have to wait and see. One thing that I would like to see, guys, is more of kind of like a semi-open world, or a full-blown open world would be incredible for something like this. I think it would be really interesting to be able to really experience more of this world, right, that the Avengers are kind of living in. I think that would be something that would be really neat, to say the least. And then, of course, guys, the combat. When Samuel went hands-on with Marvel's Avengers at E3 2019, his demo leaned on QTE, QuickTime Events. He thought it somewhat tarnished the more epic moments of gameplay, but Crystal Dynamics was clear in their reasons for that direction. For us, this audience is so broad. This isn't just some hardcore gamer's game. Matching buttons, prompts to specific actions is meant to remind players the controls in a natural way too. It's a way for us to integrate QTEs in a kind of tutorialized way. There are also cinematic moments we want to make sure land from a narrative perspective. So what's interesting about this is that other Marvel heroes will likely make cameos in this game. So Crystal Dynamics makes it seem like Marvel's Avengers won't be taking focus away from the 5 core heroes associated with the MCU's Avengers: Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Thor, and the Hulk. But that doesn't mean other heroes won't make an appearance at some point. In fact, during Square Enix's E3 2019 conference, we got a taste of Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man and Scott Lang's mentor in the movies, testing out some sort of shrink cannon. And so that would be very interesting as well. And I think, guys, that I really am excited to play as Iron Man, because I think that his combat is going to be really cool. Playing as him or playing as Hulk and just smashing everything, I think that's something that those two would be a lot of fun. I also think even maybe using Hawkeye in the game would be kind of cool. With the bow and arrow and such. We'll have to just kind of wait and see. Now, Marvel's Avengers, the voice cast, guys, this really is an incredible voice cast. Crystal Dynamics brought in a pretty stellar grip of voice talent for Marvel's Avengers. From left to right, you have Troy Baker, did The Last of Us, 1,000 Other Things as Bruce Banner, Jeff Skine, the Telltale's The Walking Dead as Captain America, Travis Willington, Critical Role as Thor, Laura Bailey, Uncharted 4 in critical role as Black Panther, and then Nolan North, of course, guys, is probably the most popular of all these. He's playing as Tony Stark or as Iron Man, and he's done, of course, Uncharted, Assassin's Creed, and so many other things. And that really leads me to, this is going to be a stellar cast, number one. But number two, I think that this is going to be a very it's kind of what's well thought out as far as a team is concerned, and I think they're going to knock this out of the park with that. I truly do believe that. So, guys, there's obviously there's rumors that the Guardians of the Galaxy game is rumored to be in the works at Eidos Montreal. This has been something that has been kind of rumored about as well, which is actually quite interesting. While Eidos Montreal is helping with the Avengers game, the developer behind Shadow of the Tomb Raider and the recent Deus Ex games is also reported to be working on a Guardians of the Galaxy game. Kotaku reported this in January of 2017 when the Square Enix partnership with Marvel was announced, but no official announcement has been made about any games beyond Marvel's Avengers yet. So look, could we be getting a Guardians of the Galaxy shortly after a Marvel's Avengers? Are they going to try to do like a universe, as in like a Marvel's gaming universe, a MGU at this point? That would be really interesting. And who knows, guys? I mean, we've really never seen that before, where you're going to have like a full-blown gaming universe like what they could do with like Marvel's Avengers. When you think about, on DC side, DC Comics obviously has made the Batman games, and those have been pretty popular. But man, if they started making a bunch of different types of Marvel games, it could be absolutely massive. But I would love to hear from you guys. What are you the most excited about with Marvel's Avengers, which is, of course, guys, a game that, going to be coming out later this year. And so there's a lot of hype building for it. I think there's a lot of pressure, of course, put on Square Enix regarding this, as well as a number of different, developers that are also working on this game as well. And so I think, though, from what we've heard, it looks like they're really in position to knock this thing out of the park. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Marvel's Avengers. And for more Marvel's Avengers content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. We've talked about Minecraft and the future of this franchise, and what may or may not come at some point or another is Minecraft 2. And so I wanted to talk, guys, though, in this segment of the show about everything we know so far about Minecraft 2, even though it hasn't been revealed, it hasn't been announced. There's been a lot of leaks, a lot of rumors, however. So we're going to talk very early, as far as speculation goes, about everything we know so far about Minecraft 2. So let's talk about it. In an article, guys, that was written, of course, by Imogen Beckhelling, who is a reporter for Eurogamer, Minecraft isn't experiencing a short-lived resurgence either. A decade in, its community only continues to grow. Thanks in part to a regular stream of updates, Mojang is able to show off a 112 million strong monthly player count, and there's plenty of other projects in the works. The Pokemon Go like Minecraft Earth, Minecraft Dungeons, a couple of Minecraft books, and even a Minecraft film. which have all helped Minecraft reach a level of popularity I don't believe anyone truly expected. This isn't to say Minecraft ever really went away, but a quick look at Google Trends shows you it's as prominent now, 10 years on, as it's ever been. And so what I want to say about this is, guys, is that they're obviously working on other things regarding Minecraft. Obviously, Minecraft Dungeons already came out here. Or it's going to be coming out here very shortly, I should say, as far as Dungeons is concerned, and basically like DLC. And I think that if you think about it, you have Minecraft books, you've got a Minecraft film that's in the making, and Minecraft is on the tip of Mojang's tongue with pretty much everything, right? So why wouldn't they be considering or talking about a potential Minecraft 2 that could have updated graphics and things, of that nature? Minecraft has had a great year. It's had an amazing decade as well. But how has it got here, and what do the next 10 years hold? I caught up with lead developer Jens Bergensten and Minecraft Earth executive producer Jesse Marian ahead of Minecon live to talk about how Minecraft has stayed so successful and what it must do to stay on top. For me, it's the core game mechanic. The way you interact with Minecraft is such an engaging way to play. You really feel that your imagination is the limit, Bergenstein said. There's always something to do, and it's very much up to the player to scour what they want to do, and that, of course, creates a lot of potential and gameplay. We really want to make sure we keep giving the community new things to play with and new things to scour, so that's why we keep doing these massive feature updates. So look, there is a real possibility, guys, that they may not ever make another Minecraft. They might just say, you know what, let's just keep updating this. We have so many, players. We have a lot of concurrent players. Let's just keep updating Minecraft. And over time, we'll make it better, whether that be graphically or however we want. And we don't need to move away from this game. It's already got such a huge following. Let's just keep doing what we're doing with it. Kind of similar to that of maybe, Fortnite. How Epic Games is probably thinking to themselves, we don't need to make a Fortnite 2. We just make a Fortnite Chapter 2. We just kind of add on to the map and change things as we go, but we don't need to make a sequel to it because of how popular it is. So that's always something that might be in the back of people's minds, but at the same time, at this point, graphically and things of that nature, Minecraft has not kind of changed a lot of those things. I think the graphics and such could be so much better if you brought it onto next-gen consoles and onto PC and such. I think that it could, a Minecraft 2 not only could be new experiences for people, but it could also be transcendent with like the graphics and other things that really make the experience even better than it was before. And so I play Minecraft every day, and I see the attention of people around me wanting to play, coming back, and it's because it's present in people's minds, Marian said. The kids I interact with are talking about pandas and villagers, and it's so powerful in Minecraft how proud players are of their knowledge. You hear about people who played Minecraft who are jumping back in saying, wow, it's changed so much. I'm learning it all over again. People's Minecraft experience is very personal to them, and in many ways, with the continuing feature updates and expanded games that are coming, they get to have that experience one more time. The people I talk to are really excited about getting to it all again. So, right there, guys, Marian states a very interesting point. With the continuing feature updates and expanded games that are coming, they get to have that experience one more time. The people I talk to are really excited about getting to it all again. So, this could mean a couple of things. This could mean that they're working on a Minecraft 2 at this very point. This also could mean, because they're talking about expanded games here, are they talking about Minecraft Dungeons? Or are they talking about, what exactly are they talking about, right? But they could be talking, expanded games could mean Minecraft 2. As far as doing it all again and being able to do it all again, I think that what that's almost telling you is that you get to do it all over again, but you get to experience it one more time, which is very interesting. You get to experience these things one more time before we bring out Minecraft 2, maybe? It's hard to say, but kind of trying to read between the lines here, guys. We might have gotten slight confirmation that a Minecraft 2 is coming at some point or another in the foreseeable future. So Mojang's understanding of its community is evident. It's doubtful a game that relies so heavily on player creations could manage a 5-year lifespan, let alone a decade, without an ear to the ground listening to what its players really want. And this is what's interesting, guys. We do have a feedback site where we look for popular requests and see if they fit into the plans that we have. And we often do qualify quality of life changes or fixes that include minor suggestions the community has been asking for, said Bergenston. That's how Minecraft wholly works, Marion added. With the Nether update coming, as with the Villages update, all of those things are influenced by the feedback because, like Jen said, we look at that feedback every day. We find it really powerful for the experiences we create to have the interactive feedback loop with our players, and so Minecraft, of course, operates that way. And for Minecraft Earth, we've used that as a model because we want this to be authentically Minecraft and connect with its players in exactly the same way. So just 5 or so years back, it felt like it was still in beta. The game was still being improved upon at a steady pace, but nowadays it feels like every update coming out is an expansion pack on the game, but it's free. It's not paid for DLC. And so, guys, I think that, look, we can always say that the expansion packs and all that, it's amazing that they're free, right? It's incredible. It's not like, paid DLC. However, how much longer is that going to go until they say, look, let's make a Minecraft 2. Let's go ahead and we can, of course, add, free DLC once again. But I think the biggest thing is the graphics, right? It feels like those updated graphics could be so game-changing for a game like Minecraft. That's just my personal opinion. I would love to hear your guys' opinion in the comment section below about that in particular. Now, from what I've seen, a lot of people are coming back to Minecraft, not just initially finding Minecraft. I don't think there's a recent surge in people just downloading it for the first time. To me, at least, from what my friends have shown and from what I've heard from my audience, is that a lot of these people are just old players from back in 2012, 2013 that may have moved on from the game and now seeing all these new updates coming out are willing to give it another try. It's not just content updates either. Cross-platform play and the ability to play where and when you want has made Minecraft one of the most accessible games on the planet. So we want to add a lot of content because it's fun, but at the same time we want to make sure we keep the core experience intact. So that's why it's so great to have these other games like Minecraft Earth and Minecraft Dungeons where we can explore different kinds of gameplay within the Minecraft universe. Hence, guys, since they are looking at a Minecraft Earth, you have Minecraft Earth, Minecraft Dungeons that are going to be coming out. Why couldn't Minecraft 2 be within this same universe that they're really trying to build out here? I don't see why not. And then it's not saying that Minecraft isn't always going to be there, isn't always going to be a part of this franchise. You can always go back to Minecraft, but I think it's time for them to continue moving forward and pushing the series forward as we go. I don't doubt in 10 years time I'll still be playing Minecraft, sporadically returning to some village I made with my university housemates to tend to my bees and explore whatever creative new landscapes Mojang has cooked up by then. Who am I kidding? I'm the friend that runs off and dies in increasingly complicated mining disasters. But that's the beauty of it. There's so much to do. Even while playing with a server full of other players, you can do your own thing, and Minecraft allows for different playstyles for different people. There's no real need for a Minecraft 2. I would love to explore like different styles, staying within Minecraft, but offering maybe like a different planet if you might imagine, but still staying inside Minecraft 1, so not a sequel, Bergenston said. But the player community is also helping that with mods and adventure maps. And even the mashup packs they create, there's so much going on in Minecraft. It's like a never-ending game. So, right there, guys, you hear there's no real need for a Minecraft 2. So earlier they're saying, okay, we're working all this stuff. You're going to be able to do these things one last time, play one more time, or you're going to be able to experience these things like over again here, kind of insinuating like there's more that's coming, right? Obviously Minecraft Dungeons, obviously Minecraft Earth. But maybe like a different planet if you might imagine, but still staying inside Minecraft 1, so not a sequel. take it with a pinch of salt, because we heard what they're saying earlier, and obviously now they're addressing it, right? They're kind of stating, look, like, it's obviously, they said Minecraft 2, so it's obviously something that's been talked about over at Mojang. The question is, though, are they working on it right now? Is it an idea? Is it maybe something that hasn't been fully fleshed out yet? That's the real question, guys. So everything that we know so far about Minecraft 2 is that it hasn't been confirmed. There's been talks of it, and it's definitely coming out of the developers' mouths, and they're kind of stating, things are hinting at, hey, look, things might be changing with Minecraft in the future. There's going to be, obviously additions to this franchise, that being Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Earth, maybe a Minecraft 2, even though there's not really a need for a Minecraft 2. Why not, is the way I look at it. They might say, what's the point of it? Well, it's like, why not? I mean, look, I have 2 amazing games in the StarCraft franchise. They're absolutely incredible, and I think that they're amazing. But I would always love to see, I want to see a StarCraft 3. Like, I want to see a StarCraft 3 made. I want to see a continuation of the franchise, and in a way in which that continues the story, the lore, the experiences, the graphics, all of those things. It enhances everything with time. And guess what? If Minecraft 2 isn't a good game, I can always go back to the older ones, or the older, game, Minecraft 1. That's just one man's thoughts, guys. I would love to hear your guys' opinions about it in the comment section below. Have there been other things that you guys have heard about Minecraft 2? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Minecraft 2 videos and content, stay here with Zero TV. Another franchise I would love to see a return to would be Killzone, guys. This was a franchise that really was a really exciting and fun game as far as like from a story perspective, and I think Killzone had a lot of potential there as far as, a continuation is concerned. I remember playing it on the PlayStation 3, and all of a sudden it kind of just disappeared out of nowhere, and we haven't seen a continuation of this franchise in quite some time. So let's talk about, where is Killzone 4, because that would be technically the continuation. Even though Killzone Shadowfall could be considered Killzone 4, I'm going to say Killzone 4 just for, to make this a little bit easier for all of us. So let's talk about it. So guys, where's Killzone 4 at this point? Because this is a series that has been actually quite popular, and it's very interesting to see that this is a franchise that has not had a continuation in the series. As far as the release timeline goes, guys, Killzone, the original Killzone, came out in 2004 on the PlayStation 2, and this game was very, was popular. People were really responding well to it. And then, of course, Killzone 2 came out, and that was on the PlayStation 3 in 2009. So you had a number of years later till you had Killzone 2. And then a couple of years after that, Killzone 3, right? Both of which were on the PlayStation 3. And so here's the thing. They're on a pretty good track here. And I think that what might have been the misstep, the kind of changing of the tide, so to speak, where this game was doing well. It was kind of on this upward trend. It was what kind of like, I remember it was a title that was released around the time of like Resistance, and there were some other games that it's just kind of like some of these games just totally disappeared after Killzone Shadowfall had pretty much disappeared after this game kind of released. It came out, of course, in 2013 on the PlayStation 4. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of disappeared out of like thin air pretty much. I mean, sure, it had, I believe it had some DLC and such, but it wasn't a terrible game, but I think that it was kind of a move in the wrong direction. They didn't like really fully, they did kind of continue the franchise by Shadowfall, whereas I think they should have probably just called it Killzone 4 at that point, because it was technically, it was a launch title, #1 with the PlayStation 4, but it was also a game that was set nearly 30 years after the events of Killzone 3. So I thought that it made more sense to call it Killzone 4, but they didn't. So here's the thing. We got the PS5, guys, coming out later this year, and this is a PlayStation exclusive, essentially. But this definitely is a franchise that deserves to coexist with other games, guys. I mean, this is a great franchise, in my personal opinion. We're talking a first-person shooter, guys, that obviously it's owned by Sony. And the thing about it is that Guerrilla Games are the guys who are making the Horizon Zero Dawn. And so you kind of wonder if that's what they are working on at this point, is Horizon Zero Dawn like the second, continuation of that, and they're kind of putting Killzone on the back burner, so to speak, and not really touching it now for quite some time, which is really sad to me, because I think that this was a really great franchise that had a lot of potential as far as, even moving into, having only one game on the PlayStation 4, and then, of course, we're hoping that it comes back for the PS5, but it just looks kind of grim at this point because of, games like Horizon Zero Dawn that are coming out and Killzone. The longer it goes, you just wonder, are they going to kind of do a soft reboot, or are they just going to kind of continue where they left off with Shadowfall? I will say this, guys. Killzone 3, I think, was the peak of the franchise, and then Shadowfall was definitely a step in the wrong direction. In my personal opinion, I thought it wasn't quite as good, but that doesn't mean that I feel like the franchise should not continue, because they all did sell well. And so you kind of wonder, guys, what really, where we're at with this franchise. As you can see from reception, Killzone 2 received critical acclaim upon release with a game ranking score of 90.56 and a Metacritic score of 91 over 100. So 91 out of 100. And then Killzone 3 received positive reviews upon release with game ranking score of 86.38 and a Metacritic score of 84 out of 100. So technically Killzone 2 had a higher score, of course, than Killzone 3, but I thought that they were both very, very well done. Honestly, guys, I really felt that Killzone was moving in a direction that this could be a true competitor as far as a first-person shooter game to some of the biggest shooters out there if they would have just kind of continued it. And I don't understand why necessarily. Like I say, with Killzone Shadowfall, this received mixed to positive reviews with a game ranking score of a 73 and a Metacritic score of 73 out of 100, making it the lowest rated game in the series on both game rankings and Metacritic. Praise was given to the game's visual presentation and multiplayer modes, while criticism was given to the single-player story and AI issues. So, look, sure, Shadowfall was a step in the wrong direction, but I think I can speak for a lot of people. If you're a fan of this franchise and you're within this community and you love Killzone, this should exist within the rest of gaming, the rest of the first-person shooters, without a doubt. I think that this was, the review... There were reviews, guys, that stated that Black Ops is the only first-person shooter on PlayStation 3 that can match this as far as a game, that being Killzone 3 versus Black Ops at the time. Guys, it was really growing in popularity in a significant way. Number one, being only a PlayStation exclusive, that's going to hurt your fan base. It's going to hurt growth as a franchise with any game. It doesn't matter. Games like Halo and Gears of War have had their issues because they're only on Xbox. And so when people have to pick and choose, PlayStation obviously has a lot more people on that platform than on Xbox. So Killzone coming out, it's not going to be as big as Call of Duty. It just isn't. But can it be, kind of growing in a way in which it could compete with Battlefield and some of these other first-person shooters? I don't see why not. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it, guys. I think really what happened, though, is Killzone Shadowfall was kind of that downgrade. And now, hopefully, with Killzone 4, we get a true continuation into the PlayStation 5. But let me know what you guys think about it. I think that where is the game at this point? I think it's in a limbo state, guys, and I think that most likely Guerrilla are the ones that are, probably working on the continuation of Horizon Zero Dawn. But maybe if we as a community want this game brought out and brought back, we have to be the ones voicing that to the developers and the publishers. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Would you guys want to see a Killzone 4? Let me know, guys. And for more Killzone 4 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV. And with that being said, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the 8 Below Show. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll talk to you guys all in the next one. Peace.